The Only One Left, a novel by Riley Sager. We're at the typewriter again, Lenora in her wheelchair, and me standing beside her as I place her left hand atop the keys. A fresh page sits in the cartridge, replacing the one from last night. Now, face up on the desk, it serves as a partial transcript of our conversation. I want to tell you something, things I've never told anyone else. Yes, about that night, because I trust you. But I don't trust Lenora. Not entirely. She's capable of so little, yet accused of so much, and I remain torn between wanting to protect her and the urge to suspect her. But if she wants to tell me what happened, then I'm willing to listen. Even though I suspect most of it will be lies, or worse, the complete terrifying truth. The fingers of Lenora's left hand drum against the keys. She's eager to begin. I take a deep breath, nod, and help her type her first sentence. The thing I remember most. The thing I remember most. The thing I still have nightmares about is when it was all but over. I remember the roar of the wind as I stepped into the terrace. It blew off the ocean in howling gusts that scraped over the cliff before slamming directly into me. Rocked onto my heels, I felt like I was being moved by an invisible, immovable crowd back toward the mansion. The last place I wanted to be. With a grunt, I regained my footing and started to make my way across the terrace, which was slick from rainfall. It was pouring, the raindrops so cold that each one felt like a needle prick. Very quickly, I found myself snapped out of the daze I'd been in. Suddenly alert, I began to notice things. My nightgown stained red, my hands warm and sticky with blood, the knife still in my grip. It too had been bloody, but was now quickly being cleaned by the cold rain. I kept pushing through the wind that pushed back, gasping at each sharp drop of rain. In front of me was the ocean, whipped into a frenzy by the storm, its waves smashing against the cliff base 50 feet below. Only the squat marble railing running the length of the terrace separated me from the dark chasm of the sea. When I reached the railing, I made a strange strangled sound, half laugh, half sob. The life I had hours ago, was now gone forever, as were my parents. Yet at that moment, leaning against the terrace railing with the knife in my hand, the rough wind on my face, and the frigid rain pummeling my blood-soaked body, I only felt relief. I knew I would soon be free of everything. I turned back toward the mansion. Every window in every room was lit, as ablaze as the candles that had graced my tiered birthday cake 8 months earlier. It looked pretty lit up like that. Elegant. All the money glistening behind immaculate panes of glass. But I knew that looks could be deceiving, and that even prisons could appear lovely if lit the right way. Inside, my sister screamed horrified cries that rose and fell like a siren, the kind of screams you hear when something absolutely terrible has happened, which it had. I looked down at the knife still clenched in my hand, and now clean as a whistle. I knew I could use it again. One last slice, one final stab. I couldn't bring myself to do it. Instead, I tossed the knife over the railing, watched it disappear into the crashing waves far below. As I continued to scream, I left the terrace and went to the garage to fetch some rope. That's my memory, and what I was dreaming about when I woke you. I got so scared because it felt like it was happening all over again. But that's not what you're most curious about, is it? You want to know if I'm as evil as everyone says I am? The answer is no, and yes.